Long ago, when I first started playing Tears of the Kingdom, I came across this little fella.
Oh my god. Oh, that is so cute. Look at this little guy.
And immediately something just clicked.
Rip and tear until it is done.
I did all sorts of funny things, from strapping them to rockets and launching them into space, to barbecuing them, to hooking them up to perpetual slapping devices, crucifixion, waterboarding, chucking them into volcanoes, dragging them from the sides of vehicles, making them into fireworks to celebrate Independence Day. But it got old. I got bored, depressed even. I pondered what the point of it all was. And that's why I've decided today is the day we embark together on a noble mission to help restore balance in the universe. Today, we help the Koroks. I'll make sure they can defend themselves forevermore. Inspired by the legend himself, Frankie, I am proud to introduce the Battle Korok program. Now fellas, I gotta admit, the majority of my time playing this beautiful game has been spent unsuccessfully airlifting Brooke, my stall horse, out of the depths and getting my horse Tammy to the sky. In terms of things like, say, I don't know, fighting a Gleeok, that hasn't really been too high on my priority list. Though some of you might be saying, Gleeok?
What the hell is even that?
It's this very friendly looking three-headed dragon. I'm sure it'll be delighted to meet me. So it is perfectly fitting to open up this Denny's mosh pit by bringing the Battle Korok 39 to spar with this motherfucker on the bridge. The Battle Korok 39 is a mighty, tall mech, homing carts for feet that enable it to advance towards enemies, shoulder cannons that volley explosives, twin laser cannons for arms. Mounted atop this mighty mech's head, Frankie the Korok. Let us storm the battlefield, and I'm dead. I'm gonna save us a lot of time here. Things did not start well. We're gonna bookmark the Gleeok and come back to it later after we've learned more. For now, let's start a little smaller. No, come on now, don't sigh, little buddy. I'm about to glue you to a battle mech, and then you're gonna massacre a bunch of Bokoblins. They don't suspect a thing. Wow, that actually worked really well. I quickly learned that your positioning matters immensely when you activate the Battle Korok 39. Now it's time to increase the difficulty. This fort ought to do the trick. Look at these guys, they're just chilling, having a beautiful time, when suddenly... But this little fort offered us some valuable data. Bigger enemies are no match for the Battle Korok 39. Two minor issues became apparent though. First off, if enemies got too close to the Battle Korok 39, the explosions can potentially damage or even destroy the mech.
Not good.
In such a case, I would quickly intervene and reconfigure the Battle Korok 39. And secondly, if an enemy manages to get behind the Battle Korok 39, it is defenseless. Even so, it will eventually find a way to eviscerate the enemy. It might take a few though. We have to conduct one more minor league test before we kick things up a notch. This is Greg the Korok. We're gonna glue Greg to an improvised raft and zoom on over here. Now Greg, I know exactly what you're thinking. There's my friend, we're driving past my friend. That is totally fine, don't even think about it. We just gotta make a quick little detour and then we'll bring you right over to your friend. While I am more than capable of wiping out these enemies who took over this little coastal town known as Lurelin Village, it's the perfect opportunity to break out the Battle Korok. And this time I've amended the design to include rear cannons. Things were going absolutely great, but fellas, I discovered a bit of an issue. The last Ruffian was down in this well. Fortunately, I broke out the MKD, the mini Korok destroyer. I just kind of flailed around wildly down there, and with that, Lurelin Village has been saved. Ooh, a double rainbow.
Double rainbow, oh my god. It's a double rainbow all the way.
You know what that makes me think of? The sky. Here's an interesting question. Can we bring a Korok to the sky to fight a construct? My assumption for this one is...
No.
But let's find out anyway. Congratulations, Keith the Korok. You're going to the sky for science. After a few horrible mistakes. I was very surprised to see that yes, you can in fact bring a Korok from the surface to the sky. My only guess for why this works is probably because the Koroks exist in the sky too, but I don't really know because I didn't program this fucking game.
Let me take my stall horse out of the depths.
Sorry. The Battle Korok 39 did not fare very well against this imposing blocked-themed monster. And once this cubic animal started flying, I quickly thought to myself,
Conductor, we have a problem! Conductor, we have a problem! Conductor.
the Battle Korok kept exploding itself. I was making repairs on the fly, modifying it, trying to make it fly, but ultimately it was a failure. The Battle Korok 40, which was less of a mech and more of a floating platform drone sort of thing, was a very mixed bag. We had some initial issues. Then we had some success. Until we didn't.
Oh, good.
After much deliberation, I created a new addition to the fleet, the Korok Destroyer Drone.
Oh no.
I'm not entirely sure how this happened, but the drone exploded itself and fell down to the surface. Fortunately, we have recalls, so we can bring it back up here and continue the fight. A valiant fight ensued, of course ending with the mighty Korok on top, thanks to a little help from his friend. Me, it's me, I'm the friend, in case that wasn't clear. Now that the Battle Korok program is truly cooking,
Sizzling like fajita meat.
Carl, please!
it's time to fight one of the creepier enemies in the game. The dreaded Gloom hands. Keith the Korok will also be going on this mission. Let's get you onto that rocket, little buddy, and oh, dog's chasing his tail, that's cute. I summoned a Battle Korok 39 with a few extra beam emitters to fight the Gloom hands. I had some slight issues the first time around. I didn't pay attention and the batteries ran out of juice before exterminating all the Gloom hands. Then they came back, and they were not happy. I jumped into action because I had to save Keith the Korok.
No. Wait.
Now, do it again. Go on.
And I have to commend it because, man, that thing dispatched the enemies very efficiently. I had to step in and handle Phantom Ganon because he can do the classic Roar XD, I can make Zonai stuff disappear, which is going to be a theme for the rest of this video, by the way. Very cringe, but it's okay because Keith the Korok defeated the Gloom hands, and that's really all I wanted. In honor of Keith the Korok's dedicated service to the mission, I now deliver him safely to his destination. No longer will he need to reach his friend, for they have been reunited. We are definitely reaching the top of the food chain now. I think we're almost ready to go back to our good friend Mr. Gleeok. But one more obstacle to overcome first, the mighty Lynel. To me, the Lynel is the marauder of this game, and as such, we respect the Lynel. But we will also clown on the Lynel, in the same way we clown on the marauder. Also, I'm not completely sure why I felt the need to do this, but there were 2 Koroks in this area, so this is going to be a 2-for-1 special. I didn't name them, so let me know what we're calling these Korok buddies in the comments below. The big issue with Lynels is that they also have the ability to go Roar XD and delete all the Zonai contraptions. It definitely was not frustrating at all to deal with that over and over again. I even tried the chest strategy. Apparently when you put 2 chests together, it breaks the Lynel and just makes them roar infinitely. To no avail. Fortunately, we learned so much from defeating the construct in the sky. I summoned another Korok Destroyer drone, and now we will let the Korok siblings go complete apeshit on this guy. But first, I need to ensure the integrity of the Korok Destroyer drone, so I will break out my homing arrows. I will be stun locking this dude while the Koroks go ballistic. You may consider this to be complete cheese, but I need you to understand how many times I lost Korok mechs to this guy. This video is over 12 hours of footage, and at this point, I just wanted this dude deleted. And delete the Lynel we did. Which only leaves us one final enemy. With everything we've learned, it's time to end the Gleeok's reign of terror. No longer will we have to pay the ridiculous $16 to cross the George Washington Bridge. That's a New York joke if you didn't get that one. Since we've already seen the Battle Korok 39 fail against this absolute unit, I decided to continue this war with a Korok Destroyer drone.
Well, shit.
This is fine. I returned to that fort from earlier to liberate one of these cages. The cage should help defend from some of those fire blasts. I started to develop a new Battle Korok, this one on wheels. Tactical upside down glued to the roof positioning for the Korok because it's It's aerodynamic. Ah, shit, I didn't really think of that. Nice, nothing can stop us now.
You sure about that?
Despite a few defeats, there's a ton of potential here, especially with the smaller wheels.
I'm gonna kill myself!
But I believe we need to go in a different direction. It's time to truly make this the culmination of the Battle Korok program. 1 part destroyer drone, 1 part box for defense, 1 part homing arrows to keep this beast grounded, and of course, 1 part persistence, the likes of which Hyrule has never seen. The beast has been slain, and now Frankie the Korok can join his friend happily. Fellas, the Battle Korok program has been an unquestionable success. Balance has been restored, threats in Hyrule have been quelled, and most importantly, I think the human-Korok relations have never been better. I'm a true diplomat. Wait a second. This guy. Why do I hate this guy? The poop.